Feeling really good. Saturday was a good feeling, be able to go through a whole game and, feel solid. Um, it was a rough start at the beginning, but the training staff's been great and all my teammates have been really encouraging. But physically I feel great, nothing out of the ordinary.
Stay in the front left here with Angelique.
How tough, the whole team gathered, it seemed like around Jeremy. How tough is it to see someone like that suffer a season-ending injury?
I feel like it was real tough to see Jeremy go down. It's like my brother, and then him go to see that, like him to fall down, and I've dealt with the same injury he had, and to be in a game and in your 5th year it's not how you want to go out, and I wanted to shed a tear with him when he was on the field, and I went to him, grabbed him, told him everything's gonna be okay. If he needed me, I'll be there for him.
Yeah, being in the same class as Jeremy, you see that, and I was speechless watching it because he's worked so hard since he's been here, and to have something like that happen, and I feel for him and his family, and and anything he needs, the whole team will be there for him.
Other questions for these guys? Please raise your hand so we can get a microphone to you. Going to the back right, Michael.
When it wasn't this particular game, but the game against Colorado, what is your reaction when you're going out to block on the edge and you see a defensive back just turn away from you and not want no part of you?
It's sometimes funny because they act like they want to hit me and then they run away, But when you see a big guy coming, you try to get around him or intend to run back, but it's whatever, I don't like when they chop me, but but it's cool.
Do you think you've created an intimidation factor for some of these guys already?
I wouldn't say intimidation. I just want to go out there and play as hard as I can and block as good as I can block. And I'm not gonna lie, Marcus Allen, he tested me, a couple times on the edge, So I commend him for coming down and hitting, So yeah.
Go to the front left, Chris.
Ben, talk about you and Grant starting to develop a chemistry over there and getting better each game, would you say?
Yeah, just like when Mason Cole got here his first year, first couple games, kind of getting used to each other and communicating, and Coach has like his technique and his system for us, but then also, it's almost like an underlying technique for him and I. We talk about, okay, how do we feel, or what am I going to do in this, or I think Grant and I have really started to bond well in that area as far as communication and getting used to playing next to each other.
Stay in the front row to the left, John.
Both you guys will have a role in taking on a Wisconsin defensive front that's pretty big and physical. Thoughts from each on kind of embracing that challenge?
I feel like, they're big guys. We want to attack like every other week. Practice hard, play hard. If they want to challenge us, we'll step up to the challenge.
Third row here along the left, Pat.
You guys, how much pride do you guys get in getting helmet stickers for games, and would it surprise either of you to know that Peppers has the most stickers for every game?
I think that's a cool addition that Coach Harbaugh's brought. But Peppers having the most, he's definitely earned it day in, day out. All the practices and workouts, he's a very good leader, and he's always out there encouraging people. He's local, and he works really hard, and it's shown on game day. So I think if they're looking to have most of it, he definitely deserves it.
Going all the way to the back left.
Billy, we're, third of the way through the season here. Can you talk about your transition to fullback? What do you enjoy most about it? What do you think you're best at? What do you think you still need to improve at?
I think I enjoy the position move. I like getting the ball. It's worked out well, as you guys see. But I think one thing, playing fullback, I need to learn how to play lower, a little bit lower. I tend to play very high because I'm used to playing low position. Tight end, I was blocking, you had to stay low, but I'm used to running routes all the time and stuff like that. But it's a transition, I'm working at, and I'm getting better at it, and I enjoy the transition.
Okay, we've got time for a few more. If anyone else has questions for these guys before we break out. Okay, go back to the front left, or back left here.
You're in a battle for the touchdown lead on this team with Amara. Is that something you think you can continue to compete in season long?
I don't know. I just want to help the team, get the win. Got to get called in, score another touchdown. I will.
And last question: did you ever consider a number change?
Considered it, but, you know, I talked to Coach Lee about it. You know, he said, just stay unique, you know. If you want to wear 80, wear 80, you know. You don't have to change the number because people think you should. Just wear 80.
Okay, staying along the left here.
This is for both of you guys. Do you guys feel that practicing against top level, players in practice gives you an advantage over opponents on game day?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, playing against one of the best defenses, you know, there is. I mean, you know, it'll always make us better. And, you know, to get better, you have to play against people that are better than you, or you know, who are really good. I mean, you have to play. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but like, you know, to get better, you have to play against those that are really great. So you can't play down at all. I mean, even in game time, you know, we got to keep playing and pushing ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with Ben totally because our defense is one of the best defenses in the country, I believe. And in practice, there's some days where it's hard to move the ball, you know, in practice because they're locking it down. But, you know, that gets us better as a group, you know, to go against the best, you just get better.
All right, thank you for your time. Just give us a minute to break down, and we'll spread these guys throughout the room. We also have defensive end Chase